Hi everyone, welcome back to DXP Crypto. So everybody will tell you their success in winning in crypto. Nobody will actually tell you their loss. And it's important to keep a level head. This is a time about psychology. This is about mental health, preservation, and opportunities at the same time. So if that sounds good to you, welcome back to the channel and let's get into it. So many of your favorite cryptocurrencies are down right now and you're wondering what's happening. So if we start with the economic calendar and see a list of things that are happening this week. This week is an absolute major week in terms of the news. Of course, we've been in a bad downward spiral ever since the halving, sell the top news, and many of the ETF providers. And at the end of the day, many of these new people into Bitcoin are, to be honest, they're not as seasoned as what they like to call retail. Okay, so core inflation from the US, we've got tons of economic data coming out throughout this whole week. You've got things coming in from Japan, from China, from Australia, globally. So I'm showing you the full economic calendar, and I'm telling you things are pretty much hectic and they will happen. No matter what we do, these additional news is always priced into the market. Now, Bitcoin, obviously, it's sitting at 61,000. Could we go down? Could we still hold these levels? Nobody knows. But what I can tell you and what I know is looking at great opportunities when I see them. First opportunity that you see in here for $13 is Echelon Prime. And Echelon Prime is an unbelievable opportunity right now. I don't know if it will stay at this price. I don't know if it will come down a bit more to that 786 or to that 618. But what I do know is this will be a buy of the cycle. Okay, I don't have a lot in terms of exposure, but every cycle produces winners. And I think this being on base is a certain winner. In addition to that, guys, one of the things you need to consider is crypto gaming right now is dying. It's bleeding. Every box that I've ever drawn, you can see here, this is now reacting to that 786, but this is a project called Shrapnel, and we can continue down the list. This is 786 for OTK, fantastic buy zones, regardless of further downside. Myria, I drew this line many months ago, and you can see here, we may still come down further and drop a little bit more, but I hope Myria now stabilizes at some point. But there is a market movement, there is a macro movement. What retail is going through right now, and I don't like to use the word retail just because it implies that we don't know what we're doing. This is the smartest retail that's ever been in cryptocurrency. We've got more data today, and I think we're doing better than some VCs who put multiple $billion into or millions of dollars into a project. And why am I keep showing you gaming? Well, gaming is a massive opportunity right now. You got Corpo here reacting to that 78% retracement. Absolutely, if you ask me, a fantastic entry and a buy point. GFAL has come through the entire levels. And if we zoom out to GFAL, let's have a look at GFAL on the weekly. And let's zoom back. You can see here, we've done a full retracement and come into an area that we may still smash through to this 786. But guys, the most important thing here is not to look at your portfolio and look at the percentage that you're down by. And I can tell you now, maybe other people won't tell you, but there are only few positions that I'm incredibly up that I can take profit in the market right now. And namely, those are kaspa because of my entry. AI Tech, I think AGI, few others. GFAL is one of them. I'm still in profit, and a handful of projects. But what people won't tell you, especially within the influencer space, is fair enough, you're up X amount of X's, but all of those gains have been retraced, because I can tell you right now, nobody's sold at the top and people won't do that. Now, in terms of a macro cycle, so if you look at the stuff that you need to concentrate on today, let's have a look at kaspa. Kaspa is holding significantly better than majority of its peers. Okay. And kaspa right now sitting the way it is, I can actually see kaspa holding up, maybe coming back down to 10 cents, but it's anyone's guess. Therefore, you dollar cost average. Let's have a look at another community favorite. And there will be quite a few of these. Alephium, okay? Alephium right now, you can see I drew this box and I thought from the start, ALF will be coming down to these levels around $1.50. Did we wick down today? Yes, we did. Order has been filled. I bought, probably the biggest token I bought today was Alephium. This correction was overdue. This thing overheated. It went parabolic. But these prices right now are generational wealth. When you actually scoop up and see the kind of targets where ALF could go, you will put these into perspective. So the way I like to talk about it sometimes is I would show people a chart and I would say, have a look at this. So let's go to the 4 hourly, right? And it's important to keep your sanity. In a game like this, you need to have tons and tons of sanity. So if I told you to get into ALF at these prices, would you consider that? Now this looked like a major drop when ALF came up and went all the way to $1.75 and absolutely tanked. It went back to where? 80 cents. I doubt if anybody was paying attention then. Oh, this thing has tanked. So now the fact that we are getting these opportunities of lifetime, in my opinion, absolute opportunities of lifetime, great day to DCA into Alephium. And if you're not into Alephium, I've got tons of projects for you. And I'm using the chart because today requires a sense of stability. It calls for sense of caution, and it definitely calls for a level of maturity. Because if you're refreshing, and I can tell you now, 100% hand on heart, on my public portfolio, some of my entries are not great. Some of them are averaged out. But let's say I'm taking 21% on this project, 17, 37% on that. Doesn't really matter to me. When I talk in the language of 2,000%, which is 20x, 4,000%, which is 40x, 5,000%, which is 50x, right? You've got to see the upside. If you haven't been here for FTX, if you haven't been here for Luna or any of the catastrophes that happen in the bear market, you got nothing to worry about. This is blip in what I call the ultimate money-making continuation. Right now, you should be thinking about how to sell your shoes, how to eat on Indomie noodles, how to survive on bananas, and how to deploy as much money as you can, knowing that you're going to gain, you're going to be highly rewarded. So mentality has a lot to do with it. Tectum, $14, $12, doesn't matter. I'd say DCA. Okay. So overall, I think the macro indicator is not the easiest right now, but there are other things, there are other confluences that you can take into the market. And why are you not taking advantage? Let's have a look at Pendle. This is a Rolls Royce of a project. And in my opinion, this is something that went absolutely crazy. And now it's having a reasonable retracement. But most people are not looking at filling quality bags. They're still degening, they're still buying shit coins, they're still dealing in meme casinos. And listen, nothing wrong with meme casinos. I am one of the biggest degens you'll get out there. But there's a time and a place. If you've got spare capital today, you don't need to wait for a meme to give you a 10x unless your bags are packed, right? And unless all you're doing is playing a nice little game where you could potentially make some money on meme coins, hence you're gambling, hence you're going to the casino, which is nothing wrong with it. But I'd assume you've got filled bags. So the stuff that I've been concentrating has been quality over quantity. I believe, and in all honest assessment, I believe there might be a 786 retracement, even though there's a massive support for a project like Pendle. I don't think it would go below this level. In my opinion, still a very good level to pick up what I consider to be a blue chip asset. All right, let's have a look at Ondo. Let's mix what we call shit with marmalade. Let's look at some of the good projects that will make you relatively safe returns, because everything else is a gamble. If you've got a gambler's attitude, then you will still make tons of money, because I am also a massive degen, somebody who likes to continuously make sure that I play the market to my advantage. Now, if you have a look at this, you can see here, Ondo, great buy, fantastic buy. And I'm not even looking at the right chart. Let me just bring back Ondo. Let me have a look at my kind of, there we go. Ondo is looking like it's superb right now. Absolutely superb. So look, overall, the message is in no particular order. You're looking at a couple of things here. You've seen the benefit of hindsight. You've had projects that perform absolutely well. Take a look at their equivalent. Take a look at, AI, the stuff. This is on the macro. So this is kind of like on the long way out. Now let's look at the weekly, where everything is bleeding. 21% on Pendle, 23% on Tau, Say, Sui, 11% here. You've got a very good opportunity. Now, all of a sudden, if we zoom out to the top 100, or outside of the top 100, biggest gainer is Trump. Trump went from $2 something, $5, sorry, to $7. This is a sign of what's to come. If you see dips over here, you best believe that this is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. Pepe coin. No one's talking about this. This is a 83% deflationary token in play with based AI, right? I talk about based AI. I did an AI review. This is a superb investment, in my opinion. And let's have a look at Manta. Right, Manta at $1.50. Fantastic. If you actually know the Manta chart, you would know that on the day one entry, if you go to all time, you would see Manta here. Manta came out. We had a fantastic entry. But look at this. Has never been lower than these. $300 million in market cap. Great time to DCA. Again, I'm not telling you to buy a bunch of shit. I'm telling you, time to secure winners in your portfolio. Echelon Prime. Prime at these levels, $13 Prime. This would have been unheard of. But in the entire year, this did 10x, right? 973%, right? And you can see this is on a fantastic discount. This is going to go into the multiple billions of dollars. And these are not even in the top 100, but some of these will go into the top 100 for sure. Okay? Keep a level head. Consider the emotions that people are throwing out. If you look at your portfolio and go to the all-time P&L, and you notice that you're $3,000 here, $2,000 there, you're not giving yourself a fair reflection of what the market is about. Okay? It just means that it pumped, and some people never took any, never sold, never took any profits, and therefore they are absolutely distraught because of that. This went into $1 billion. It's called Space ID. This could go to multiple billions of dollars, right? Binance listing and liquidity flow. Some of these tokens are on hold. But I'm telling you right now, the quality is on discount, okay? It's not time to be buying shit. There's plenty of time to buy the rubbish stuff. OXO. Let's talk about OXO. This thing has come out, but look at that. 21% for the week, only 5%. So that's all being eaten into, and what, 4x for the entire time. This is a grade. I don't have exposure right now, but this is what I'm looking at. A fantastic AI project that could do really well. What else are we looking at? Stuff that I don't hold. YGG, quality project, and not bad for the year. But look at this, on the month, it's on a massive discount. And I'm not naming any small projects here. I'm naming some good quality projects. Let's have a look at the likes of Node AI, which I actually caught superbly early. But Node AI right now is under $100 million in market cap, right? $100 million in market cap. Unbelievable. Great buy. Let's look at a new BTC scaling solution. We've got Merlin Chain. And these are all projects that I've talked about previously. 91 million, but Merlin Chain is massive in the East. The stuff that they are building is huge in the East. GameStop, what's happened here? There's this whole thing. Look, for the month, 2,800% week, right? Incredible. And this is now at $100 million market cap. And look at that, within the last day, it goes from there to all the way up there. Congratulations to anyone who made good money in GameStop pump. But these are pumps within the narrative. And look, it's not time for you to feel bad about yourself. It is certainly a time to take a look at your portfolio, cut your losses. Well, don't cut them completely, but look at some winners, right? For heaven's sake, you've seen how AI is going to perform. AI tech, fantastic project, under $100 million. Same market cap as GPU. What could go here? You got Nuclei. Came out, same team as, I believe they've got Nexera team. They're based over there in the Netherlands. 38% down in the week. There's plenty of opportunities, but there's a massive deep in an AI conference with Nvidia coming up. Nvidia earnings at the end of the month. Let's have a look at Velodrome. Let's have a look at Velo, right? And let's have a look at Aerodrome. In fact, I would honestly say market cap is down. Fantastic opportunity. 50% down on the month, right? You're not losing much here, guys. Price is under $1 again. Don't ask you, I never warned you. Get quality projects, and ring fence your entire portfolio. Money will be made in Aerodrome. Aerodrome will be the premier DeFi protocol on Base. Base is going to go absolutely insane. So listen, I don't want to keep talking about these discounts because you already know. I think what's more important is you have you have the metal and the steel. Mint Layer have just announced today, and I'll do a separate video on it, but ML have just announced today that they are now officially supporting mainnet on MEXC. It means if you really want to stake your Mint Layer, you can now send it out of MEXC into Mojito, into the mainnet to stake. That's amazing. Volume's up 74% today because people have been buying incredibly, right? So listen, I hope you take something out of what I'm saying to you. I'm not one of these YouTubers who holds a particular bags and just pumps those, right? I'm very well diversified. My company, my crew, my people, my community, they're very well diversified. And one of the things I love about the DXP Crypto Patreon group is we are a group of investors who are mature enough. We are absolutely mature. We don't have any of this hee-ha, hoo-ha, I'm down 20%, so I'm going to commit suicide. If you're in crypto, and by the way, shout out to my community, if you really want to join us, come with us. Come with me, that type of thing. Because this is, in terms of value for money, this is the real deal. You get a lot of benefits here and you get a fantastic community. But listen, I'm not one for promoting these things. If you want to get in there, get in there. If you don't, you're still going to find a lot of alpha in my community on YouTube. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll catch you on the next one. DXP out.